So we were going through the kind of like total in the loop mode in the sense like previously, if you remember, initial days we were setting up the infrastructure with the manually in the AWS console, and then we did set up the applications manually logging to EC2 machines as such to EC2 machines with EC2 user. Next, like kind of we went the same kind of setup with the Terraform. Then we understand the KTS related VMs to KTS. Next, we like whatever the setup, the applications deployment, the WAR files, zip files we got from the internet. But right, the model of the environment in the like in the applications what we work, we will not get from the internet code applications deployment. We will be having our own development team. We will what they do, they make a code, they push to SCM. That's where we came to know that whatever the code we have written, either it is a Terraform code or it is a Helm chart scripts, like whatever you are logging to the servers, we can do that as a scripts or something. We can keep it in SCM. From there, we can have a kind of automation server, like kind of Jenkins, GitLab, CI/CD, like the GitHub Actions. So you can operate onto the target servers. So we took some kind of examples previously, like HTML code. We made a kind of zip. We uploaded into the S3 kind of Artifactory, and then we deployed to the Apache EC2 mission. This is the VM model. And same, like along with the code, we have written some YAMLs. This is for Kubernetes. So we are not making S3 here. We had a ECR, and then we were deploying target environment KTS. And the KTS again, obviously the base image will be the Apache. So we were doing it. So all these automation that we were doing with the automation server, right? The whenever developer push the code into SCM kind of branches, according to the branch, we are making a package. Sorry, according to the target environment, if it is a VM, we are making a package zip. If it is the target environment KTS, obviously you can't deploy a zip file. We need an image. So we were deploying with the automation server. This is the key central place. So even if you could have seen the previous videos, like anytime, not only the my sessions, like here, you could have seen YouTube video somewhere. Whenever they talk automation server, something Jenkins will be, you will be hearing the keyword. You could have heard the Jenkins. And mainly you will be hearing the keyword Jenkins for CI/CD. But you need to think Jenkins is not only for CI/CD purpose. Jenkins will be used with the multiple teams, QA, perf team. Like yesterday we also used, right? Can you guys help me here? What purpose I used rather than the CI/CD yesterday, Jenkins?
Provisioning infra as a code.
Exactly. With the Jenkins, so we are running this kind of commands, Terraform, plan, Terraform, apply, all this we were doing from the Jenkins itself. So you need to keep an, I want to stop EC2 missions. Yes, you can stop EC2 missions from Jenkins itself. You can have a kind of the stopping related command argument that give it to the job or the pipeline, and then trigger that in the GUI. So you could have seen now. Can you give me like some kind of what did you got with the Jenkins purposes? I have asked previously as well, but by listening some kind of thoughts, right, you will have a good refinery thought. Can you guys hear like what and all the Jenkins will solve? Automation server is solving the problem here. Purpose.
Continuously build and deploy.
Yeah, that is CI/CD. Okay. What environment you are deploying it?
All the environments.
VM or KTS.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. VMs are KTS, yes, true.
Yeah.
VMs are environment will come like dev stage, pre-prod production also. Yes, true. But target environments, like it can be for VMs or it can be KTS, something. One more.
You can use this for the validation purpose.
Info.
Like getting the pods.
Yeah, validation purpose, like there can be, there will be, I have seen my QA teams also, they will have their test suits. They have written some test suits. They want to run their commands, test suit related commands, like Selenium, blah, blah commands. they will tell you that I have this command, I have this code. On top of that code, I need to run this command. We used to give that Selenium kind of QA validation commands also here. And there will be perf teams, JMeter, they perf teams. This is not for our purpose, but your job is to make that automation. Automation in the sense, create a job, they'll give the repo, and then you need to make that as a full command executable. They'll give a command, SEM, that you have to integrate into the Jenkins. All these kind of purposes. As I was saying, you can stop EC2 mission, start everything you can control from one place only. You got the keyword, right? What are the alternatives? The Jenkins could have heard.
GitHub
GitHub
Actions.
Actions, GitLab.
GitHub. GitHub is SEM, but they got the Jenkins kind of features. Let me put it here. Here also same GitLab. They got the Jenkins feature. They say it as a GitLab CI/CD. Here they say GitHub Actions. If you go with this. Now I will use GitHub only for SEM. Then I will use for right now what we are using. GitHub for SEM purpose. Jenkins is for CI/CD purpose. In the environments, right? We use GitHub for SEM, Jenkins for CI, CD we use some other tools also. It's up to the project. It's up to the project. Whatever you learn, right? It may not be useful at all in that scenario. It's up to the project. What I was telling, this is SEM, CI, CD, they may use different tools. Many environment, they'll have it. It's up to the project, the use case, what they have it. Now, keep this thought. Here, programmatic knowledge you need. If you go with this, here, what is the knowledge you need? Declarative, like AML, anchoring, calling, like something under here. No. So with this, we worked HTML code, but in the interviews, if you remember, they target, I was telling a keyword, if you remember, they target some kind of, yes, HTML also you can say the answer because you work for static applications. You work for HTML equal to React.js. You can say that I used to manage a completely front end and then we run on top of Apache or Nginx. You can say that. It's not a like, you don't know the Java knowledge. You don't know, if you are not practiced rather than the Maven Java, you can say that I was the completely manageable for UI applications. You can say that front end with the HTML, CI/CD, whatever you. But majority in the interviews, they ask for the Java-based applications. I have seen it. At least they expect you Java-based. When I say Java, you should know that there are, whenever developer make the Java, there are the frameworks they go, build frameworks. Can someone say what are the build frameworks that for Java?
Maven.
And
Right.
there are many. There are other tools also people will be using, custom tools also. But majority the Maven is the people choice, good one. I have seen some old projects, they are using some kind of projects, Gradle. Maven is the good one because it has the good kind of support outside the dependency supports everything. No. When I say Maven, Maven is, it's not the one you are deciding to go Maven and Gradle. It is the developer. It's the U1 that deciding the VPC structure. But in Java code, which module to which build tool to choose, it's not the one. You are not the one. Developer, their team, their architect team, developer also will have architect team. They will decide it. They will make the code according to that. They will test in their local. If it works, it will come to SEM. Here, code. Now, whenever they selecting the Java, right? Again, I was telling you, if you remember, they will decide here itself what is the target server. Now, in the Java again, there are the again new technology scheme. If you remember, Spring Boot, and normal Maven web application. If you go with this, for this, do you need a target server?
No, actually, Tomcat was installed by default.
Exactly. In Spring Boot, you don't need it. What is the prerequisite? You need only the Java.
Yeah.
For this, yes, they go with some kind of target server, whatever that. But among one of the open source one, freely available, Tomcat people will be used. Tomcat one. So it's a Maven web application I'm telling. Yeah, for this also you can use it. For this, I need a jar. For this, we need a var. Now, inside the var again, developers sometimes they'll package jars also, but it is not Spring Boot based or something. It is some dependency jars and all they'll package it. Now, you should know that when I say Java, there are the build frameworks are there, and Java applications we will be deploying to the some target environments. If it is Spring Boot, you don't need any Tomcat. This is now the very good in demand. We worked a project, we were deploying in a Tomcat, and it was in a VM. And when we moved to Kubernetes, developers completely removed this Tomcat. They converted this total application developers. They converted complete into Spring Boot. They rewrote the total code. They gave us a jar. Now what we did, java-jar. You have seen right in the CMD, java-jar, that command we were running it. That's what. Good. Now these all the decisions will come from developer. Your job is to, they'll push to SCM. Your job will come here next. Kind of automation server. It can be anyone among this, anyone. For example, yesterday we went with some application, sample application, some applications. There was a code, Java code was there, and then, sorry, pom.xml. When you say pom.xml, immediate thought you should get it. It is built on the Maven framework, build framework. Then there are the commands we need to run mvn. There are the arguments are there, build, package, compile, validate, test, something. Before coming to you, this, who could have run this command many times? One guy, na? Who?
Develop.
Sometimes what they do, they don't run the command in the VS Code in IntelliJ itself. They'll do right click run. They'll have a very good, they don't run the commands. Like you remember, I was pushing yesterday code, right? Git add, git commit, git push. I was avoiding completely. In the VS Code also, they have some kind of features. Right click run. Behind it does mvn clean, blah blah. The commands will run. So, but you can ask this developer what kind of command you want me to run whenever I make a package. The most important in the interview, they ask you to build package, Maven clean package. It will clean the workspace in the Jenkins behind. In that folder, there will be target folder will be there. It will delete the target folder. It will recreate that. When you do Maven clean package, it will scan for this file. It will download some dependencies, goals. There are depends upon code. They will have a dependencies in this. It will download all those. It will build that package based upon the pom.xml syntax, based upon the framework. It will build, it will create a folder called target. Here you will get some kind of var. If it is the normal web application model. Yesterday we got a var file here. This path is inside the automation server, Jenkins only. And remember, you need to have this tool get installed. If you are running inside the Jenkins, you need to install a Maven. Yesterday I did a install Maven. There are some compatibility issue was there. I downloaded from internet zip, extracted in that OPT folder. Then I used that one as a build package, Maven clean package that I used it. Good. Now, after making this var, we uploaded this var file into Artifactory like this model. Like this model, our target. This is the one, Maven. So, Java. We used a Maven tool and then we built a package. We got a var. We uploaded the var into Artifactory. Artifactory is equal to ECR, like kind of you can think. ECR will store images. Artifactory will store S3 kind of file. Sorry, files, zips, and all you can upload. So in S3, we keep whenever you store any Artifactory, very good to in this model when you make a package and all, you should store as a versioning. Benefit with the versioning is like you can let's say for example I want to deploy 1.var in the stage, 3.var in the production, something like you can go with this 3.var in the stage or 1.var in the production. All those we keep it here in this S3. You can take from here till now here what steps we can call. There is a keyword right in the normally the famous keyword people used to say.
Yeah.
CI. Next is the delivery, CD. You can take whatever the package you want to do for target environment. It's up to you. Like So that's where the good to go with the versioning. When you make any ECR image, sometimes they may ask you to latest. It's up to the people requirement. But if you, other than the latest, I would recommend when you make any package, when you make ECR image, always go with the some incremental number. Incremental number you shouldn't give as an input. That should take from kind of one variable. I made this version with the, if you remember, there was a one.
Build number.
This is the very crucial guy. Incremental number, build number. Either ECR, either zip, either Maven, var, jar, anything, have this build number. Sometimes they may say, hey, go with the release number, something. That you will get it from the Git. There is a, in GitHub, we will make a tag. Other than the branches, there is a tag will be there. We will take that inbuilt variable tag number. With that, you can do build number or tag. It's up to the project. Now we are going with the build number. How do you get a tag? There are the Git commands are there. If you do that Git, you will get a tag variable. The tag variable I will convert into build number. That we can do. Now, till now this is called CI. Next. So we will take our own like version, our own version. This is version is nothing but a build number. You can have all this in one job or you can have multiple jobs also. We'll take a version. We'll take this as a choice or version and download it. Download nothing but just a copy AWS S3 CP command. And then copy to target server. Copy to target server. SCP. Tomcat. This is called CD. Yesterday I brought this setup also with the Terraform model. With the Terraform we made the code, everything with the Terraform applies also I was doing from the Jenkins itself. Now you could have known some little mature answers compared to that previously. The Jenkins you can do anything. If you have a command, give it to me, I'll run it. The Jenkins will does behind it. Now, if you remember, let me make a image so that we'll get in context. This is some kind of core in already you know the story. I'm just repeating it back again. This is the SCM. SCM will work on what protocols? When you are communicating with the SCM, what are the protocols are available?
HTTPS and SSH.
HTTPS and SSH.
Yeah. Jenkins. If you want to communicate with SSH from any server, either it can be master or it can be, it can be the controller or it can be like the agent. All you need to generate with that user, whoever running the command, that user SSH key you need to copy. Now we copied SSH key here. Now I have servers. We did already this thing. We need to, I'm reminding again. Now I have target servers are Tomcats. My target servers are the Tomcats. And here is the S3. Can you guys tell me here, how can I deploy var file is here? I need to this flow, you know, Maven clean package you did, and then you uploaded here var. Now I need to deploy this one to here. This one to here. Behind, always remember, we give in the GUI. The commands we give in the GUI. You know the story already. We give the commands in the GUI, but behind, with what user these commands will run in the OS?
Jenkins.
You should have that knowledge. Thought behind. When you are giving an answer, you keep that thought with the Jenkins user, OS user. Okay? No. Tell me here, I wanted to deploy. I want to copy. You did already, you copied long back file from your laptop to EC2. Same model you need to do. From here, I need to copy a file to here.
SCP.
With what user it will happen?
Here. Root user.
Jenkins user only.
Okay, now let's keep it. We need a confusion, obviously, because that where you will get the conclusion. I mean the points. When I say who will, which VM? Which VM, which server, which mission, which EC2, all are same keyword. Where is the package?
Right now it is in S3.
How it is stored? Like, what is the kind of naming convention?
Build number.
Name, hyphen, very important. Build number. Build number, nice. Now I'll make one separate job or like same job itself. I can continue dev, stage, prepare, production. Production, I can make a manual. A stage, I can make a pipeline, like kind of one kind of train will be there. Stage, dev automatically will happen. Stage also automatically. After testing, production, I can make a manual something, click card or something, but ignore it. That let's understand this flow. Who will download the file from S3?
Jenkins.
Jenkins. With what user behind?
Jenkins user only.
To download a file from S3, you should have Jenkins kind of permissions. What permissions behind?
AWS CLI
Mm-hmm.
to S3.
Mm-hmm.
S3 permissions.
Permissions.
Where?
IAM.
IAM.
IAM role.
Role.
Yeah, IAM role, you should have it. Now, yes, you know the Jenkins user. Jenkins will copy. I'll make easy way. Automation server. An automation server user is the Jenkins user. How to copy a file from one server to another server?
SCP.
SCP.
SCP FNI. Simple. You know already, right? What is the commands to connect from one server to another server?
SSH
SSH.
hyphen I.
Mm-hmm.
PEM file.
Mm-hmm.
EC2 user at the
EC2 user at public
IP
IP.
address.
Okay, let's laptop to EC2. Okay. This is server to server. Server EC2, we bring lot of keyword, please. That's common. Automatically it happens. EC2 to EC2.
Bastion, for example.
No, let's say Jenkins itself you think is a bastion.
Yeah, again SSH hyphen I.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
PEM file. Yeah, EC2 user or root user. EC2 user at private IP.
Yeah, this is very important. Within the cloud, private IP. Now, same command for SCP also, same command it is like same. You can have it server to server. Same command, you can have it. The syntax will change a little here. This is a Linux related thing. Syntax, PEM file to copy. What file you want to copy? And then the path here. What is the target path you want to copy? OPT, Tomcat, web apps, something. Here I have inserted the Tomcat and it is running with EC2 user. Okay. EC2 user, it is running. We will do that magic. Okay. EC2 user, it is running. Now I'll remove it. This guy, longest. Good. So which user will run this command? In our Jenkins user. Keep this down. Very important. Now, what is the why you are using PEM file here? This PEM file is Jenkins user PEM file or EC2 user PEM file?
EC2 user.
That is Jenkins server or target Tomcat server?
Tomcat server.
Yeah, you should have that clarity. This PEM file I'm using to log into this EC2 like in your laptop. Same way here also. You can avoid completely PEM files. You can avoid the completely PEM files. In Jenkins user, you remember how are you connecting to SCM?
SSH protocols.
You copied the public key, right, to SCM. Same way, what you can do from automation server, from Jenkins, public key, whatever the servers you are connecting from Jenkins to here, the target servers, either it can be Tomcat, either it can be Apache, for example. That running space, Apache will run with what user? Is someone switched on the video? Yeah. Apache will run with what user? Which user in OS? Root user.
Root
Yeah,
user.
root
Yes.
user.
Why? It's 80 port number. 02, 102 ports are controlled by the admin user, which is mainly root user. Can I switch to Apache user? You need to make sudo user actually. Then that can be done. These ports, 10 to 10 ports are controlled by this guy. This guy. Tomcat port is 8080. It can be any non-root user also. Non-root. So now non-root user in the OS is the famous guy you know already, EC2 user. He is not the non-root in the sense other than the root name called non-root. Now, what I can do from here, public key, I can copy to these servers. There is a file called authorized keys. There will be file called authorized keys. Authorized keys. For that user, every user in the home directory, one guy, one folder, .sh. Here, ID under RSA. What is one more file?
.pub.
Yeah,
Again.
yeah. The authorized keys. This public key from Jenkins server, whatever the target servers, to these target servers, in this file, I can copy. In the target user also very important. Target user. Whatever the user I am going to communicate. Now, with this, right, you can avoid the concept of which one you can avoid.
PEM file.
PEM files you can avoid with this. You don't need to use the PEM file. Now, whenever you are connecting it, internally, this PEM file will come to that. Whenever you are communicating it, this will go to this server. It will check the public key is there or not. This PEM files, right, you need to commonly need to be used. Whenever you are, right, the same Jenkins public key, private key, the target server's public key, private key, we will use common keys in all the environments. With that method, right, you can completely avoid passing this PEM file also. You don't need to use the PEM file. We go with that model. Otherwise, what will be there? You need to have PEM file in somewhere. Now, who will run this command? Which user?
Jenkins user.
In which server?
Tomcat server.
Jenkins server.
Sorry.
Jenkins server.
Jenkins server. Now this job will go to the agent. This job will go to the agent. In the agent, again, you should have this file, right? Somewhere in the path, PEM file path and also. So what we do in the environments, whenever we set up a project, right? If you remember initial days, when I was creating a Terraform with EC2, I have generated SSH keys in my local. That key only I had copied in the public key. I had a private key in my local. We go with that model. With that model, what will happen? Everywhere, you will have a same PEM file, same public keys. Public keys already will be copied into the authorized keys. We will do with automation so that you can avoid it. What I was telling, when you are communicating with Jenkins to target server, you can avoid this concept. That's what my objective. No need to pass PEM file. That's keep this thought. For that, this is the file is important guy, authorized keys. We will add a public key. Private keys, common private key will be there for all these servers. Just keep it. Good. Now, two things, target server, target user, source server, source user. Source user is the Jenkins server. Target server is based upon the, if it is Apache, root user. If it is the Tomcat, EC2 user. That owner will change based upon that. You need to copy to that owner the files. Now, let's go to our model. Okay, this is too slow. Let me go to the EC2. Jenkins is SaaS, or like for example, if developer is using a Jenkins, is it a SaaS for him or what kind of like it's a SaaS, right, for the developers?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
SaaS. Who can log into that OS behind? Whatever you are running a Jenkins SaaS, right? You are running now. Who can log into that Jenkins? Who can stop? Who will have that authority?
DevOps team.
Exactly. You are the guy is the will have the more control behind. You can go to the OS, you can stop, start, right? That kind of you know whatever the commands you are running behind in which path, which user, which folder, all those you should have that knowledge. You should need. The very important part was where live Jenkins here. All our jobs will happen here in the workspace. Here, temporary place. Here, your jobs or pipelines. All are here in this path. Which user? I'm sorry. Jenkins user. In the automation server. This is the part. And you should have the tools access. All the tools should be available here. AWS CLI, Docker, kubectl, Helm, right? Maven. All those should be available here. And let me go here. And remember, in the environment, right, we will not expose Jenkins to outside. You cannot access my company Jenkins in your laptop. You cannot access it. We will restrict completely in the security group. We will restrict. Within the company IPs only, we will whitelist the Jenkins. Jenkins will be running in the private also. We will keep in the private. It's up to that. We will not give it to outside world. Never expose Jenkins outside. Never expose it. You have to restrict within the company IP addresses. So yesterday we did this setup. We had I was doing in the North Virginia. Cluster is in EKS cluster is in the other region. We have Jenkins here. Now I did this setup this mission. I wanted to connect to this mission. I want to connect. How can I connect? I want to connect to this mission. Connect in the sense login. I want to SSH.
Yes. Again, public.
Always
You're
scan,
connecting from Jenkins
always scan for these IP addresses. Yeah, you can.
public.
One you can connect from the Jenkins also. Yes, you connect to SSH here. From there, this is what I was telling it.
Private IP connected.
With this model you can connect. You have many options now to go here. Cool. Now done. Good. SSH FNI.
Prem.
Which PEM?
Check.
How can I? How do you know? How? Where can we check?
Scroll right. No. Here only key name, but it was
How this mission got created? With what tool?
Terraform.
Sometimes, sometimes people will make a tag also here. They'll make a tag. Terraform, whether it is created with the Terraform true or not something. How did we create it if you remember this one? With what tool we created?
Terraform.
Terraform, right? Now it is missing right here now. Key is missing. Now I need to assign a key. Let's assign the key for that mission. I need to connect to that mission. That's what my objective. Here, right? You search for the key name. This key name already should be exist in the AWS account, or you can upload your own key also. That's what I was telling. We use a common key. We go here. This is the same key name only. I can assign it. Just say that EKS. Let's keep in the code. Let's say that Terraform. Cool. So when I make a code, obviously, right? This we don't want to touch anything from the console. Everything is via the automation process. If I want to create 2 to 3 Tomcats, like for example, n number of Tomcats I want to create. What is the keyword?
Count.
Count, exactly, the count keyword. Count. Now I want to make in each zone wise, then there is a kind of loop you need to iterate, like for each find the zone, then you can do that as well. These are some interview questions you will get asked. I want to create a 4, 5 easy to mean something like count is the answer, correct? Count automatically will do like it depends upon randomly to select the zones. Sometimes they may ask you, I need to create a specific each zone wise blah blah something. Then we need to iterate with the like kind of loop for loop kind of thing. Now, so we have added key pair added. I don't want to every time. Here is my requirement. When I push a code, I need to automatically my Terraform has to sorry, my Jenkins job has to run when I push a code for this. Guys, when I
Webhook concept.
Webhook. We'll
Yeah.
go with web.
Yeah, webhook. Just keep that webhook is important, guy. Let's go for, did I push? No, let me push it. Sync changes. So what happens if other team guys, right? Let's say for example, Git works with what concepts? Git works, one keyword, commits. Git works with the commits. In same branch, if other people sends more commits, what you need to do? You need to git pull first. You need to pull their commits. You need to push your own commits. Sometimes what happens if they modify the same file, some same lines, you will get some kind of conflict. It will say that already this file has been modified. What you need to do, you need to resolve it. It will in the VS Code, right? VS Code is very beautiful. It will tell you which changes need to do. Your commit, accept or something, it will tell you, select that, push it back again. You need to resolve those commits if same lines are modified by some people. Whenever multiple people are working on it. Done. My objective was I want to log in to this mission or other way around. Okay, let's keep it for now. This. You can generate a such key that Jenkins key we can append to this EC2 user. You can log in. That's what my objective. You can go with that. That's okay. Build now. Did anyone get a chance? Can you guys anyone look it why it is bit slow? We have added yesterday. What did we added if you remember? We added something. No?
Keep memory.
Heap memory. When just remember, heap memory is for Java processes. You will be hearing this keyword. A Java application is slow. What was the keyword if you remember? I have adjusting yesterday. XMX, XMS. Both, yeah. XMS is for min size.
Max.
Both can be equal. I have seen it sometimes. It up to the use case and all. That number will be decided with the perf team, but Jenkins is your server. If like this, now developer will tell you like they'll be complaining it, hey, UI is slow something. Yesterday I have added some XMS, XMX. We have added, I don't know. And this is in US East one, but it is too latency. I don't know. Done. Because of the key pair change, maybe mission could have been destroyed, and there is something tax has been modified. This you see, right? Completely like previous model to now the elevation you seen, right? The complete control is happening with the no manual involvement. Everything is happening via the which guy? Code. That is what the model. If you remember, everything goes via the code. What is that concept is called? GitOps. GitOps is the good keyword nowadays. Go back here. Some luck for us. Any luck for us? This is the mission. Tomcat wala. Go little right. Yeah. We got the same key pair. I have added in this section, key pairs, key name section here. Previous labs, what we did, we added our own IDRSA pub that we uploaded it, that we were referring here. Previously, we did interpolation. Now, existing key pair, I'm going with this. Now, same key I can use. Let's attack. Let's see this guy. I have an option to enter into the Tomcat now. What is this guy? EKS. Well, this is in my local itself. Let me enter. What could be the immediate problem? You know already the story.
Allow to edge.
Here we are not assigning the security group. So I'm not creating it. You know the story. You need to create the resource security group. If you don't have it, it will assign the default security group. I think default that is not been allowed, I think. I'm sure. Let me do for now. Yeah, this we are not in the control. This is not tracked by the Terraform. This is out of resource. This is resource only tracked from the Terraform with the EC2 only. Now that could have been timeout. Yeah. Cool. Now you remember this. Why did I create this EC2 mission? For what purpose? Jenkins, GitLab, GitHub Actions, Tomcat. What purpose?
For running the Java application.
Tomcat, right? For example. Now I wanted to install Tomcat. You see here something. What approach we went?
User data.
It could have been installed. I'm calling a script here. Go here. Tomcat install. In which path? OPT. Let's go to OPT. CD OPT ls. Oh my God, it didn't. Somewhere it went wrong. Somewhere wrong. In the Linux, right? Sorry, in the EC2 mission, you can check the. Let me go here. I thought it will work. Somewhere it went miss. Sorry, not this guy. Select this guy. You can check, right? User data here. Instance settings here. User data. Edit user data. You cannot edit running EC2 mission if you want. You have to stop and then you have to edit. But even user data will execute once only whenever EC2 mission comes up. Next time you want to run, next stop start, you need to do some kind of some tuning in the Linux command in the behind infrastructure. This is the GUI. Whatever you had given in the GUI, it will go behind in this place. I'm going with the root user. CD where lib instance not lib, somewhere in this path. Ls somewhere this path. Anyone can tell me here where the user data will sit in the behind? Can you guys Google and then tell me where? Can you guys tell anyone? Where lib only? Can you guys check where the user data will sit behind? Whatever you are giving in the GUI or from the Terraform, behind it will go here. It's here, it will create one file. I don't know the path. Now I know the keyword. This is what I used to do sometimes. I know the keyword, this keyword. I want to find this line is in which file. I do a command called grep. This will tell me. grep-ir, ir for search. Folders, all those folders. Star. Yeah, it will somewhere. Yeah. Got it. This is the I know the keyword, but I don't know the file name. I want to find it. This is the place. You see here? This is the where lib cloud. Acha. Go to the lib. Go to the cloud. Yes. Here is the sim link is there. Go to instance. Yes. Somewhere can you see one known keyword here? Some known keyword here.
User data dot text.
Cat that content once. Cat user data. You see, this is the script. My objective was why it failed. I want to run from here. Let me run. SH. I'm running like this. User.
I think it is there in user, root user.
No, I'm with the root user only. No, I switch it to root user.
Yeah, but you haven't checked in slash opt file folder, right?
Sorry, what is that?
You haven't checked in the opt folder, right?
Acha. Here. This is the mess. No need. Like, what do you what is the that? What is the question? Sorry,
It's installed install might be in the root user. That's what I thought, because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have checked.
See what happens here when whatever you had given in the user data, this user data behind it will copy to this path. It will copy.
Okay.
It will copy to this path. From this path, it will execute, and these instructions will get executed here.
Understood.
Yeah. No need to here you are switching in the script. You are switching CD to OPT. That automatically script will take care. You no need to switch. Now here is the mistake. We had done 2 times. That could be one reason that we will execute now. That it is this guy. Just keep it. First time only, right? First time you can do manually here as such. This guy. Somewhere it went. Yeah. It Java installed. Java worked. Already installed it is saying Java. While downloading this guy. You see what error it got. 404. It is saying that this file is not found. We need to see. Yeah. Yeah. This is what the problem. That's way, right? What in the companies, what we do, whatever the internet packages, right? We will keep in our company S3 folders. Earlier it was working. Now it is been broken. The zip earlier it was working for us. Now this zip they removed in this place or something issue. That's where what we do from internet packages, right? We will download, we will keep in our company location, like kind of S3 place. Next time onwards, from where you will download the files?
S3.
In our company repository. We will create our own internal repositories, Artifactory. That is the good approach. This guy is mess. Okay. Now download. This Windows zip will, I'm sorry, this guy will work. Right click, copy link address. This was failing. Yeah, there is a change. When you modify, right, use this. It will update here. When you save the file, select this file. It will tell you very clearly what previously what was there. You removed it. The VS Code is the beauty. It will highlight it. Oh, earlier 84, 87, 87, but maybe they removed or what? 84. Not sure. Okay. Now let me modify this script. My objective was that script has to work as it is. VA user data.text. Put the line number 8. DD. Delete at once. O wget. And then 8484 everywhere, right? 908487. Now, whatever modifications, right, you need to backport those changes here as also. So that, why to get that? Let's remove this 8, 7. This we can variabilize it also somewhere. If we, at one place, if you put it, everywhere it will change 8, 7. Yeah. Enter. Cool. So I have modified this script. Cross the finger, it should work next time. Script to execute. This is the sometimes I have seen it. Some kind of no need to have the shell script, right? No need to have a SH. It can be any file, any extension. You can execute like this SH. Download done. PSF&EF, grep F&I, Tomcat. Tomcat is running. With what user it is running?
Root user.
Here, root user. This is the process ID. Process ID will change. Stop and start if we do, it will change. This is the path it is running. Let's stop again. I was using this command to start. If you see here, I renamed here. All that path, all these steps I did in the OPT folder. Let me go back to OPT folder. Script is here, but installation done in the OPT folder. Yeah, here is the guy. CD Tomcat 9 ls. Here is the guy. Like this is the important guy where you will be deploying the WAR files. CD bin, and I'm going to bin to stop. You remember yesterday I was telling na, 2 keywords I was telling. Hard deployment, cold deployment. Hard deployment in the sense while running the server, deploy it, and while stop the server, deploy it. That is called cold deployment. Shutdown.sh. And I did a stop. This is the path. Tomcat is not running. But my objective was I don't want to run with root user. I want to run with everything with EC2 user. Can you guys tell me? I want to convert this total into EC2 user. Owner. chown -r ownership. Tomcat 9. R is for folders. When you have a folder something, na, changing ownership. This will get to EC2 user. Next time onwards, root can do, but EC2 user also can do stop and start. Exit. Go to Tomcat 9 once. ls. CD bin ls. ls-ltr. Do startup.sh. Yeah. PSF&EF, grep F&I, Tomcat. Now check with what user it is running.
EC2 user.
Why not Apache? Apache is 80 port number. Tomcat is 8080. 80 ports are root user owned. 8080 non-root also. So I can do with EC2 user 8080 port numbers. Now let's backport those changes to code also here. Before starting, you are already here. chown -r EC2 user colon EC2 user, and then the folder name Tomcat 9. Tomcat 9. Then CD Tomcat 9, CD bin. It's a Bhagwas things I'm writing it. You can do full command itself. Don't think to make a command. You know, right? Root the user data will be executed by the which user?
Root user.
Now, if you start it with what user, it will execute. This command will execute root user only. But our objective with what user Tomcat has to start with
EC2 user.
EC2 user, right? Now there is a one command. User run command. This is what my objective. Yeah, this is the command. You can put it. Yeah, this is the command. So here, what you could do, sudo, not sudo, because you already the root user. su -EC2 user. This is the command. Why are we running? Because this will be executed by the root user. But I wanted to start Tomcat with Tomcat with EC2 user. Here, what will happen? With the root user, you are switching and then you are executing this command. That's what it does behind. Cool. Let's push everything into this guy. updated script. Still we are in the feature branch. Sync changes, let it go. I don't want to run with the Terraform again. That we already have the setup. Good. So my target environment is ready. Let me go with this image. This is what I was typing. This is good. My target environment is ready. We brought with the Terraform with the root, I mean the user data, but there was a bit issue, but we fixed it. It is now. Now I need to do this CD. Let's go back to the UI of the Jenkins. VM thing. What is the command to copy file from one server to another server?
SCP.
SCP. When you have multiple servers, you have to write a simple some kind of loop, for loop kind of thing. We'll bring that setup. Now we have jar. This is for build. This is for Terraform setup. This is for to deploy. Go here. We made this job as a choice parameter, right? It asks kind of choice and then it will deploy. Configure. Can you guys help me here? Something I need to replace now here. Guys, can you guys help me here? I need to replace with something now. Guys, can you guys hear me? What happened?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Here's something we need to replace now here.
In the
Tomcat
temp
private.
it used to OPT.
Yeah, this is something folder was 9, right? 9, no? 9. 9. Here also 9 was there, and then here is the 9. And we'll do separate job. This separate 9. Now this is correct. The path is correct. OPD Tomcat 9. We'll remove everything. What we are doing it? We are copying it to that. Oh, we'll remove the star. We'll remove the star because you are copying the WAR file only here. This WAR file. Nice. Now EC2 user you are connecting it and then you are starting it. This is stop start. Nice. Stop. Remove the. We are removing everything. Done. Yeah. Yeah, right. So what I can do, I can put a variable. Oh, that's okay. I can hard code also. Let it be hard code for now. Will come more good approaches. Let's mimic once. I'll keep this script in this itself, in this here itself, the code itself, scripts, deploy .sh, the code related column. This need to be changed. The VS Code, right? If you want to replace at one line, select that line, Control D, 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 D. It will replace at all the places at once. Control D. Replace it. This should be with. Who will run these commands? Which user?
Jenkins user.
So in which server?
It's
Jenkins server.
Jenkins user.
Jenkins server only. But these commands, it will run from Jenkins to target server. Yes, this will run in the Jenkins server. For me, the question is answered. Go for save these files, save this link. Let me push this also. In your feature branch, whatever you did not push it. While you do some refinery, then you can modify it. Then you can raise an MR. In your feature branch, whatever code you worked, go ahead. Done. Down, get yes. Now, if you have multiple Tomcats, right? We will write one for loop script here, for loop. It will take line by line, one by one server. It will take this variable. It will deploy that. Keep that. And one more, in future, my Tomcat's IP address may change. My EC2 missions will get destroyed. I'll get a new Tomcats, new missions again. That time. Why we get a new Tomcats? There is a policies in company every month, every 3 months, every 6 months once, right? You will get a golden AMI, golden images. There will be a security team. They will come to you, replace this AMI at least year once, and all they'll come to you. Replace this EC2 mission, replace these missions. You have to refresh the AMIs. What we do, we will replace the AMI, this number. That AMI will be given by the security team, or if you are in the team, you are the one will be giving to all the people. They'll give you the new AMI. Right now, I'm using my own AMI, but in the company, right? Some big companies, you will not have that privilege. They will tell you what AMI you need to use. With that AMI, I will bring up the environment again. That time, what will happen? Previous missions will get destroyed, new EC2 missions will come. This IP address again, you need to change. You can write, I'll tell you for you guys one kind of task, some kind of command if you run, because you have this guy, tags. With this tags, you can filter that, you can get an IP addresses dynamically. You no need to hard code here like this. So save it. Keep this thought. You will not get, some companies and startups, they don't care. They can go with the AWS AMS also. But if you go to the good security companies, banking and all, they won't allow you to use your own AMI. You can ask these kind of questions when you are setting up. This is the one of the question you can ask it. Do we have our own golden AMIs? Build with parameter. 4, 5, yeah. Any thoughts, questions you want to ask on this? Bringing up the infrastructure with the Terraform and deployment process from here to the Tomcat, Java with this. Do you have any thoughts, questions to ask on it? Let's take this 5 is the default one. And very important guy, where this file should be there, na? One file should be present. One file should be present. This file. In which server it should be present? Oh my God. Yeah, the correct one. In which server this file should present? Guys, can you guys hear me?
Jenkins server.
Jenkins server, and Jenkins user should have a permissions for this as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So go ahead. I think we had given already last time as an attempt. Let's go build. This is purely for deployment job. Can we trigger one job to another job? Can we trigger upstream, downstream?
Yes, we can.
Here is the one. I'm giving a task, okay? Just a task. Try with this. Task. Find list of Tomcat private IPs with Python code. Shell also you can use. You don't tell. Go here. You don't say that I don't know the coding. Go to here. Put this guy. And you need to give a context here. I have group of EC2. This kind of automation, if you say, right, I did something recently, that's enough for us. I have group of EC2 and they have tags. Find a list of Tomcat private IPs with Python code. Just yeah. If you can run this code, see that if it is printing the IP address or not, you check it this. This code I can run from my Jenkins job here. Here I can run it and then I'll get a IPs. From there I can do loop something. And let's go with the shell script. They'll run AWS CLI, I think here. Yeah, they'll run AWS CLI. Tag value. Just try this, guys. You explore it, whether it is coming the private IP or not, check it. This one. And please, I'm requesting guys, when they ask you, at least do you have written the shell script? You say that like Tomcat, some kind of user data, Apache user data, and then the agents user data. You can say that. Don't say that I don't know. In this world of environment. Oh my gosh, why? Yeah, you can say that I used to make it. I work on it. I used to take the help of the sources as well. You can say that. Done. Downloaded it. Oh yeah, something it is saying it. EKS PEM file is not available. It's not available in the Jenkins server. Temp EKS. Let me go to the Jenkins machine. It is saying that something issue. We connect to the Jenkins. Back to this guy. How come? Did we miss PEM file? Okay. Let me copy the PEM file. It is saying that PEM file was not there. Something got missed out. Did we clear the temp or no? Same file, EKSL, colon, temp. What you can do, you can connect and then you can test. However, this guy doing this, Jenkins is doing it. Go for temp folder, and very important, this should have a permissions with the Jenkins user only, this file. Then otherwise it will fail. Sudo, change the permissions. Two things, ownership and permission. Sudo chown -, not required. Jenkins colon Jenkins temp EKSL. I'm changing the permissions for that Jenkins. Why I'm doing sudo? Because I'm EC2 user. I want to behave as a root user. Then And one more, sudo chmod 400. PEM file should have these permissions. Nice. Let's try this. You can test once. There is a one way. Sometimes I have seen it, it may prompt. You can ignore also. Let's try this. SSH-i ECT user. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is correct. ECT user. Yeah. No, in that case, ECT user will fail because this file is warning by the Jenkins user. Let's attack it there. Let me switch to the Jenkins otherwise. So yes, Jenkins FMS bin bash SSH-i. I'm behaving like the Jenkins UI. ECT user at I want to connect to the Tomcat from Jenkins. However, in the GUI behind, I'm mimicking it. I'm trying to mimic behind. What could be the problem? You know already. Immediate answer. Guys. Guys, can you hear me? What could be the problem? No permission denied error. It is waiting something connection. No? Immediate.
Yeah, allow to 22.
Yeah, 22 port number. Previously, that was the default security group we were going. Previously, I have allowed my own IP address. Now I will allow the company, like what we can do, safe side. We can whitelist our total VPC side range. Default VPC side range. To port number, right? You can whitelist this IP address. Save rules. Now try again. This is what we do as a infrastructure guy, right? You have a privilege. You can go back, you can check something behind this way. No. Good, we are able to log in 235. Check here, Tomcat is running it. So we are able to connect from Jenkins to Tomcat behind. Now do that same thing from here. Let's bear with me, the final attempt. If you are the pure, like the normal DevOps guy, your day without stop using these tools, like without end. One is SEM. If they're using like kind of Jenkins, kind of infrastructure, our cloud and all, like regularly. And one more famous one is the Jira kind of tool. We will give a task, all the tasks. You remember I was telling sprint and then stand-up call and then the planning, quarter planning call, everything will be tracked with the Jira ticketing tool. You will get a ticket number for every your task. And that ticket will have some kind of story points. Some company to company, it will vary. Let me see that. Yeah, no. So we are good. Let me connect to the Tomcat back again. I'm going to the Tomcat mission from Jenkins itself. Go to the OPT, Tomcat, LS, web apps here. You see here? File came here now. Right. Now let me access this from outside. Since I kept in the public. In the original environment, you know the story. We will have a load balancer. This Tomcat will be in the private. We will be forwarding from load balancer to Tomcat. This is our initial classes. Done. Colon 8080. This is here, like in the Apache, right? You will keep in var www HTML folder, right? Here, Tomcat is not M install. It is you downloaded zip. You extracted it. This is the folder like var www HTML equal folder web apps here. This is the application. So we need to remove 5 and all. We'll remove it. Let's test first. In the web apps, whatever the name was there, this name you need to keep it here. Yeah. You know the story. We are entering from outside, right? The Tomcat port number. 8080, you can give it to. But in the original application, Tomcat will be in the private. You will come via load balancer. Nice. Yeah. You are getting a 404 error. Why? Let's see the code. 1 second. Web apps. XML. What is the slash star we are reading? Let me keep it. Slash. Something with the code related right now. We are able to reachable to the Tomcat. We are able to go to the application also. But something it is saying that it is not found. Let me remove the slash. Oh, the slash something. Check the code. This is, you don't need to worry. You say that developer, give me the correct context root. They'll tell you. This is the one. So this is the code from internet. We bought it. Param value URL pattern. Let me put like this slash hello world or something. We get something maybe. No. Something went wrong somewhere. Let me go to the code, Java code, another bit of the programming. Yeah, slash hello. Let's keep it here. Slash hello. Yeah, you see here, slash hello. This is like in the code, usually developer will take care for it. No, it is not our job here. What you need to ask it, I'm getting this error, I'm trying with this. Tell me the full context URL. If you say it, developer will tell us, no, you are getting this output now. Good. So now, for example, I wanted to change this output, hello world, to some other one, where I need to update, from where the code is coming. Guys,
Nice.
this is the place. This is the place, right? Whenever hitting slash hello, you are getting like this, hello world. Which file you need to modify? I need to change something to hello Jenkins.
Hello world.java line number.
Right? Jenkins. Which file you are modifying now?
Java file.
Java. Tomcat will understand which file.
Pom
Java.
dot.
Java or var?
Var.
Var. Actually, inside the var, what will be there is classes. Dot classes. This Java will get converted into the dot classes. Who will do that job? This guy. Maven, pom.xml, they will take care. We write the .java, hello world.java. That Java will be converted into hello.classes. That Maven will take care. Packaging it, everything they'll take care. Let's do now. Can you guys help me here now? I have modified the code. Next, what is that?
Commit them.
Nice, good keyword. Commit and push. Yeah. Updated the code. Yes. Seeing changes. Git add, git commit, git push. Still we are in the feature branch. We are working. Now if it works, we will raise an MR to develop to main. It's up to that branching strategy. Done. Next, what is pending? Why?
Jenkins, we need to build again the new.
What
Deploy.
Deployment? We need to build a var, right? This code with this code. So now we have, right? This is the one we were building, the code. Let's check the code again once, whether it is the correct repo or yesterday we had an issue, right? Initial time, then I changed it. At this repo. Let's check the UI. Any thoughts, questions you want to ask on this flow? Maven, build, deployment process related, target server. Now I want to convert this code into the Spring Boot. Whose job it is?
Developer.
Developer. You are not the guy. So I have seen the interview question. They may ask you out of the bound questions also, whether you have the clarity or not. Like, have you been involved in converting like monolithic to micro, like kind of Java to Spring Boot kind of? You can say that yes, dev team has been involved. I was supporting behind the infrastructure side. You can give that. You can give an answer. Let me check once. Please take my source code, like whatever in my repo, right? You fork my code. You can do that. Whatever I was doing, right? You take that same source code kind of scripts. Can you guys help me here? Why Jenkins is slow? Something? Can you guys check anyone? Hello, with Maven. This is the one we were building. Let me see. What repo? What is the repo I was pushing man code? This is the Spark Java. Let me check what repo it was. This is where we were pushing code. I'll take the, oh sorry. Where is it? This is the link. Previously yesterday. No, this is the code only we modified. This is the branch only, feature branch, correct branch only. No, feature apply. See. How this thing like the Jenkins knows it whether new changes came to the SEM or not? With what concept? Commits. Commit IDs. SEM works with the commits. Git works with the commits. Commit IDs. Build now. We are using our own Maven. OPT yesterday I have installed in the Jenkins. Yeah. The WAR file came. Next, what is pending? WAR file got generated. It will be in S3. Can refresh it here. WAR file came today. Next, the other guy. Oh my gosh.
Deliver.
Just help me here. Something like why Jenkins is slow. We have increased heap memory also. Just find some thoughts around. Can we stop EC2 missions from Jenkins here itself? From Jenkins only, I want to stop all my EC2 missions. Now, what is this guy deployed to Tomcat? I'll give a kind of task, okay? Just try this. Take ChatGPT help. Try. Find all EC2 missions running across all regions. I don't know where and all my EC2 missions are running in my account. Can you guys try this? Fine. Try either Python or Shell. Ask the same question to GPT. You say that this kind of automation you did and export it to Excel. This Excel you used to send to your manager, your team. These are running, these are every Monday something. And you gave this job to Jenkins. Jenkins will run every Monday. It will send an email to your team. This kind of automation. Try this, please. Don't first try this manually. Don't go with Excel kind of first. First find it. Do cut one, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, something like that. This kind of automation you can see in the interview. We'll deploy to Tomcat. If you stuck, please start a discussion thread in our group, in our WhatsApp group. Whatever you write the code, don't keep in your laptop. Push to repo, create one repo, something automation kind of repo, automation repo. You put all your script there. You give us the link in case if any issues are there. 6, build. What is the objective of the Agile? What is the objective of the DevOps?
Speed delivery.
DevOps is not the one. If you go with the EC2 missions, manually logging, it is not the one. Yes, I'm logging now. I am logging now. Why? I need to troubleshoot. First time we will do. Obviously, you don't have an option where that is the debugging. You avoid manual logging to anything. AWS console either it is or the Terraform creation, like something. Avoid as much as manual activity. Create everything with the Terraform. Sorry, I was telling it. With the Terraform, create it. Jenkins use it. No manual login to EC2s. That's where comes Agile DevOps kind of practices. Yeah. Good something. It got deployed for, yeah, this is correct. Let's access it. Something went wrong. Yeah, I think this was 6, right? 6. This has to be changed. I'll change it the code. Yeah, you see here right from. So I would recommend you to do this kind of lab. Update the Java code. First, take the same this project /hello and update the Java code. Update the Java code and observe the next hello. Expected output. Any thoughts, questions you want to ask on this process? Now we will convert the same into which model? Right now in VMs. We wanted to convert this into KTS. Where is Tomcat is running? Guys, can you guys hear me?
EC2.
EC2. You can, this is the one kind of environment you will have wherever you work. The other one where we were targeting it. We were going to kind of migration, right? What migration? VMs to monolithic to micro. Now, immediately you have to say that. What is your job in this repo?
Docker file.
And?
Write a Docker file.
And?
Shell script, AML's deployment.
AML script and the Jenkins jobs also, right? Your job. To deploy to the Jenkins also you have to make, right? Creating that. These are all the support you did. Monolithic to microservices migration. Yeah. So my objective was next tomorrow, like we'll convert this, we'll play around around the Jenkins related topics again. Yeah. Let's stop it today. Thank you guys.